Hello, this is James Smith at GANanalysis.net. The website is just GANanalysis.net. And if you go there, you register, you get a couple of free reports, and you can check out and see what kind of markets we cover. If you scroll through categories, the list of categories, we cover pretty much everything. And if there's something that's missing from the list that you want to see, you tell us, you become a client, we'll cover it for you. Now, today I want to cover the Nasdaq 100 index and the 45-week cycle. If it sounds familiar, a couple weeks ago I did this same chart, and I showed you that we were anchoring from the October 2022 low. Every 45 weeks you get a turn. It's not always perfect. Nothing ever is with cycles. Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. But a concept that I would offer you today is the idea that you don't just depend on one cycle. And the last time I showed you the 45-week cycle, today I would like to show you from the high of, it was actually February 19th, was the 5-year anniversary of high. Remember the COVID high? February 19th, 5 years later, a high. Well, guess what? That 5-year anniversary of high is important. To me, that suggests that this is an important high. When things start vibrating to the different cycles for GAN, there's something important going on. So not only did the high come 5 years after the COVID high of February 19th, 2020, but if you count down 90 days or 13 weeks, that gave you the lower high on May 20th. Then you have the 45-week cycle, and you can say that, hey, it hasn't really sold off. That's true, but markets don't go straight up and straight down. They go up, sideways, and then they go down. So the idea here is, I think the 45-week cycle caught the high. We're trading sideways for a few weeks thereafter, and then maybe this week, hopefully, we'll start to turn down. And you never trade just on the cycles. You want to see it take out some GAN support levels to prove that it's turning down. If you become a client, I'll show you what those GAN levels are. You could also look at the head and shoulders pattern. This neckline, when you break that, it implies a momentum move down of equal distance to this line here, this dotted line. That would be a measured move down. It's the equal distance, giving you a low somewhere, retesting the October 2022 low. So it's pretty cool. This doesn't mean it has to get there right away. It might be over here sometime. We do have GAN cycles. We can show you, become a client. We have an idea when it's going to bottom. But, the idea is, here's some free research right now. The head and shoulders pattern, the 45-week cycle, the 90-day cycle, 180 trading days from this high back here. So another cycle. The more GAN cycles you've got going on, the better the chances that you're calling an important turn. So usually the problem is not identifying the cycles. It's sometimes you get a cycle and you go with that one cycle and you say, well, this has got to work. It may not. So the only solution here is look for more cycles. When you get a cluster of cycles, you have a better odds. And if you still have to wait for signs of weakness, because who knows, you could say, hey, maybe we blow to new highs. The head and shoulders pattern is only activated once you take out the neckline. So you have a huge distance from where we closed last week to the neckline. So it's way down at 16,825. So some people might argue that that's too far away, but I'm just showing you the pattern, how far it has to go to trigger that head and shoulders pattern. So technically you don't have a sell from the head and shoulders point of view until you close below this line here, and then that projects a move down here. Now, from a GAN perspective, we have different GAN levels that are closer to the market that will tell you exactly when you have confirmation that you're going down. Again, if you become a client, check us out, try us out for a month or 3 months. You will see in real time confirmation when it's actually going down. And the thing is, a lot of people hold cycles and GAN in particular to more precision than it really can offer you. I don't expect it to work every time. And I do think that, there are going to be times when the cycles just flat out don't work. That's why you always want to confirm a cycle with some sort of retracement. Okay, you have to take out a certain level from a GAN perspective that will confirm that this cycle is actually calling a move down and not a move up. So time and price for GAN, you could not trade just on time. You don't just trade on the GAN cycles. You also have the price divisions, which would be the retracements, square of 9 levels, and GAN lines that would tell you when you've gone far enough to confirm that this 45-week cycle is actually calling a turn down. So I hope this has been helpful. If you like this, again, give us a thumbs up and visit our website, www.gananalysis.net, and check us out. If you really want to go forward with GAN, it doesn't hurt to try us out for 3 months and see how you like it. It's not that expensive. I think it's worth your time. Thanks a lot for your time. Good luck in your trading.